Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Super Robot Wars Z2.1 Hakai-Hen. In the last part we finished stage 5 of the Japan route, that is the second Japan route. In this part we're going to be beginning stage 5 of the Celestial Being route. I'm doing it in this order specifically so that I can put links to each of the routes on the at the end slate of the route split videos. So I'm going to be doing stage 5 of each of the routes and then progressing through each route in turn. So finishing the entirety of the Japan route, then the entirety of Celestial Beings route, and then the Area 11 route. So I'll just have a show off of what I did in this particular branch. So obviously, this being the Celestial Being route, we've got the Gundam pilots plus Crowe as our only characters. They haven't got enough PP to be able to do anything with them yet, as always. I have spent some money on upgrades. The Exia gets some mobility and some energy because it really needs energy, and it's a real. The Dynamist gets armor and HP because it doesn't really need energy because it's only energy using weapon is a beam saber, but it does need armor, and its mobility isn't high enough to boost its mobility to make boosting its mobility worth it. And on top of that, Lock-On doesn't have focus yet, so it's better to have defense in this case. The Curious has gotten some mobility and HP. And the Virtue has gotten a bit of everything except for mobility, really. But specifically, quite a lot of accuracy, because Thierry doesn't have anything to boost his accuracy that doesn't cost 25. He doesn't have focus. He won't ever get focus. He won't get strike. His version of strike costs 25, which is half his SP, which isn't good enough. I can only cast it twice, and the blaster I spent some money on boosting its armor and energy as well. So, also I gave the Exia the propellant tank and the Virtue the land module, just in case. Excuse me. And so yeah, we're going to be heading on to stage 5 now, which is going to be featuring Dancouga. Come on. Yeah, sorry. Just get my mic in place. A bit better. So, we've got a text scroll here. The text scroll is talking about how the world is becoming far more chaotic because of the appearance of Celestial Being and the Colony Gundams and Dancouga. So, yeah. That's basically it, really. And they're saying, yeah, it was inevitable that Celestial Being and the Dancouga would meet on the battlefield, because Celestial Being aims to end war, whereas the Dancouga appears where war is waged. So, yeah. Just skip that there. Just speed it up. So, Crowe has stated that he wants to join Celestial Being because he believes in their vision, but Thierry doesn't like that, or doesn't believe him, rather. Yeah, I say they're just being careful, but they would like some extra firepower. So Crowe's saying he's a test pilot and he wants to get as much combat data as possible, and why specifically he wants to join Celestial Being is that he wants to see what they do. He wants to know how they operate, and let's see. Yeah, he wants to know how far how far these guys are willing to take their message with his own eyes, etc. Yeah. So yeah, Crowe also asks, first of all, do they really think they can bring an end to war? And Cessna, again, as of the same as the end of stage 2, Cessna jumps in with an absolutely certain yes. But everyone else is kind of surprised about that. But hey. Whereas, yeah, that's kind of yeah. They've now unblindfolded Crowe, and they're accepting him into their ranks, so to speak. But if he runs away, they will shoot him down. Though, this being Crowe, he's not going to do that. Let's be honest. And yeah. More stuff about oh yeah, Cessna said that Crowe is not Gundam. Which the older Gundam Meisters have said that this means that Cessna doesn't really trust him, and he has a good reason to be honest. He has a good reason not to. Then again, Cessna hardly ever trusts anybody. Let's just get back to that. And yeah, so that kind of thing happened. And yeah, Tierra wants to gather data on the mech for Vader, and yeah, they're perfectly ready to shoot Crowe in the back if he tries anything weird. And yeah, they've got a new mission, which is in the Human Reform League. Yeah, and here we are in Dragon's Hive, aka the home base of Dancouga. Just keep this rolling. Actually, we'll speed up a bit actually. So we got we got these four here. How do we do this? Aoi, I don't know. Ibaka, who is a racer and supermodel. Kurara Tachibana, who is not sure. We asked. Sakuya Keimon, who is a guy and is a drifter, and Johnny Burnett, who is a businessman. This guy, Tanaka, over here, has picked them up and brought them to Dragon's Hive, and he's telling them that he wants them to pilot Dancouga Nova, which is the actual name of the robot that that everyone calls Dancouga. And yeah, Dancouga requires 4 pilots. And yeah, the previous pilots' contracts just ended, so these 4 have been picked up to fill their seats, as it were. Not really sure. Yeah. Anyway. Oh. Sorry about that. Yeah. They're being paid very well. Add a 0 onto Aoi's yeah, add a 0 onto their earnings, etc. They're absolutely rich, etc., etc. They're gotta keep piloting Dancouga secret. Some oh, whoops! Damn it! I meant to pause the. Sorry about that. I meant to pause the thing. Yeah, I'm kind of out of it right now. I'm not really sure what's going on because again, Dancouga Nova is one of these shows that I know almost nothing about. So I'm only going on the notes that have been provided to me, as it were. I know the characters and I know their names. I know the robot. I don't know about the plot of any kind, basically at all. So yeah, so rebels and terrorists are attacking a base, and Celestial Being are turned up to fight them. Well, to fight both of them, but the bases, the base's forces have already been wiped out. Also, excuse me. Also, yeah, God's sake, enough! Stop pressuring me by progressing text. Jeez. Right. Let's get on with this, shall we? Let me at least talk about the plot before it, without it just spiraling away from me. So, this chapter's called Beast Formation, Chapter 5. The HRL forces are being shot down by the WLF, the Human Reform League, and the terrorists. Celestial Being have turned up to fight them both, but the HRL have already been wiped out. Lock-On has noted that the WLF are shooting at the rebels as well. But yeah, and that's why Celestial Being are fighting them. And Setsuna run off forward to fight them because he's a very angry person. And so yeah, we got on an objective. And yeah, Lock-On has assigned Crowe to look after Setsuna. Although in this case, I don't think he's actually. I don't think I'm going to actually have him be doing that. So our objective is defeat all enemies, don't let anybody die, finish the map in 3 turns. Pretty easy. So yeah. On the other hand, the enemies that we have got to fight are pretty spread out. So the objective, the SR point of completing the map in 3 turns might be a little tricky, as long as if these guys don't start moving towards me on turn 1. But hey, we'll see. You can come up here, and we'll spam a spike at you, throw the focus down. Yeah, so this is fun. Yeah, sorry about the absolutely terrible like job I did of describing what the hell's going on. Yeah, I'm not really I'm not really like suited to talking about things that I know nothing about, really. So this is Crowe showing off his gratuitous English there. Crowe likes gratuitous English. He likes doing that. It's fun. He finds it fun. Okay, so you cannot reach anything, which makes you useless this turn. Great. Lock-On. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lock-On could snipe this guy using snipe, but I'd rather have him push up for this turn. Oh, and I can still shoot at you. Nice. Let's do that then. Go, Lock-On! Beam pistol him, would you, please? So we're going to be going with the classic weaken everybody tactic for this map, as always. We're going to be transforming you into plane mode so that you can reach things. The submachine gun, beam submachine gun, we can use to shoot at you. And Setsuna can come up here and can't reach that guy, so so he's going to cut down this guy instead. Yeah, because the GM Vulcans can't reach anybody else, so actually, damn it. Shouldn't have done that. I should have had him move down here and attack this guy with the beam Vulcans. It's a poor decision on my part. Oh well. It hopefully won't affect anything too much. So let's have the enemy have their turn. Okay. You want to do that? Then go ahead. I don't mind. So this should get a kill, I imagine. Yep, there we are. That's a dead Leo. Nice. Good. Okay, now what are you gonna do, huh? Oh, it looks like it's because we got 2 kills. And so, Owen's turned up. The Dancouga's turned up. Or rather, like, what are they called? What are they called? Come on. Yeah. The variable beast machines. Yeah, so Tanaka's called them and talked about and told them about the variable beast machines, and he said once they've got the hang of that, then they'll talk about the next step. They're supposed to cooperate with Celestial Being and destroy the WLF. Whereas Celestial Being has been told by Sumeragi to work with Dancouga. So Crowe's got a level, awesome. I mean, they'll help. They'll definitely help, that's for sure. Yeah, these guys, they aren't actually moving towards me, which is a real problem. So Crowe can handle these 3 up here. Yeah, Crowe can handle these 3 pretty easily. I'd rather have him move last, just in case anybody needs a tune. Okay, so we've got Aoi here in the Nova Eagle. The other 3 variable beast machines won't show up at all, because except for in a combination attack. Any like attacks that require all 4 of them in the in the animation, but they won't appear as actual units. It's just the Nova Eagle. So we've got Dan Magnum, 3A Dagger, I don't know what that is, and variable beast machine charge, which I assume is the combination attacks that are at least one of these will involve one of the others. So we'll see. We'll see how that works. Now, Aoi here has Excel, Focus, and Yell, which are pretty poor spirits to be a super robot pilot. But then the Nova Eagle isn't really a super robot. It's more of a reel. It's a bulky reel, but it's more of a reel. That's for a very good reason. Anyway, I'm going to cut the video here. I'm sorry, I've been really bad today. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm gonna cut the video here. I will see you guys next time when we continue to work on wiping out these the WLF terrorists over here. Bye, everybody.